When it comes to Disney moments, it really doesn't get any better than this. 25 years since Simba made his mark. And as the new Lion King movie opens on Friday, a serious and sad reminder that in the real world, big cats remain seriously under threat. The number of African lions has halved since 1994. There are only 20,000 remaining in the wild. Thomas Kaplan's with me, the chairman of Panthera, the wild cat conservation organization. Good to see you, sir. Thank you for joining us tonight from Paris. The link up between yourselves and the ability and Disney and the way in which you can to draw attention to this, how significant is it?
Well, this is a monumental moment for lions. We've had one other viral moment in lion conservation, and that was unfortunately accompanied by the death of the very famous Cecil in Zimbabwe. This occasion, hopefully, will be a more upbeat way to be able to point out what is, as you rightly mentioned, a very sad state of affairs for lions. It's a fact that over the last century, the lion population has plunged from 200,000 to approximately 20,000 today. Lion range has retreated to only 5% of their historic range.
Right.
I've come to call the lion the big cat that's disappearing in plain sight, and unfortunately, that's really the case.
How do you think you can bring your business into philanthropic experience to bear on this? Because if there's one thing we learned from Bill Gates, it's bringing a corporate mentality and an entrepreneurial spirit into philanthropy can be successful, very successful. How do you propose to do it here?
Well, we've been working on big cat conservation for the past 12 years. And the reality is that when we began Panthera, you could have considered it to be a venture capital startup. Now we are, in fact, the leading cat conservation organization in the world, with a footprint across all 40 species of wild cats. The combination is very much the application of business principles. Give enough resources and surround yourself with the very best in breed of management and let them run with it. On occasion, they'll fail. But it's much more important to know that we're trying than that we're failing. And our successes have allowed us to be able to score some very big wins across the world.
How do you remain motivated when you have the sort of numbers that you've talked about tonight? I appreciate the successes and the work and that you're managing, but a sheer look at the numbers suggests a losing trajectory. So how do you remain motivated?
You remain motivated by winning. Wildlife needs wins, and that's the kind of thing that we try to focus on. We know that the big cats are under pressure. We know that a cat population that can't thrive is a sign that the entire ecosystem is in jeopardy. But when you look at some of the things which we've been able to accomplish just in lions, you have to say that despite the bad news, there's hope. Let me give you an example. We have a project in Zambia called the Claws Project. It's an anti-poaching project. It has brought 70 wildlife security people into the field. And we have managed to arrest dozens of poachers. We've eradicated poaching bases. We've eliminated snares. It used to be that on average 3 lions a year were taken by snares. Now, last year, only 1 was taken. These are the kinds of wins that we're looking for. I'll give you an even better example in lions in Namibia, where we've been working in the Zambezi. Lion populations were decimated almost by half between 2012 and 2013. As a consequence of the work which we've been doing with local communities and putting in what are called bomas or corrals in order to prevent livestock-human conflict, we've seen lion populations double. We've seen livestock depredation fall by 80% and 95% fewer lion casualties. So we can have wins. If you have the right people, if you have the right partners on the ground, you can score the kind of wins that nature needs.
Thomas, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate your time tonight from Paris. We'll take a profitable moment in just a moment.